Put your face supposed to match your mask. If you don't get your mask on, you can't be around.
Nah, yeah, she be fine. Saying me no harm. She did.
I know if people get too comfortable.
It's just the cheeks.
I won't care. If I ain't do it,
No, yeah. We was like, man. I'm like, man. They was like, I couldn't believe she got that close. They said she didn't move or say nothing because she didn't like. It was just she did it so fast, she didn't know y'all was leaving, so she thought she was just telling him bye, and she said she just had to sniff him. I said, oh Lord. I said, well, next time we'll lay down more rules. We thought because the lady said she pulled the mask down then to sniff him. I was like, well, what was the point of the mask?
People come around them, and too many people that come around you, tell them they got it in the mask, so they go for Nikki too. You can't be kissing all over here.
Oh yeah, nah, it's over.
Because people think because they did say that, they can do that. The rules is you got to keep your mask on your face like he's in your hands. Sanitize your hands, wash your hands, and sanitize your hands. You can't be coming from out the street, because you carrying stuff in from the street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta protect these babies. He's strong as a bull though, like you, or your butt. You was just wow. You fell, cut yourself. You didn't even cry. The only time you cried a little bit when your teeth was out of your mouth because it started hurting real bad. But when you be getting shots and stuff, you just be looking at the doctor. He said, yeah, you ain't even crying. I said, I know. Oh, you ain't crying.
Nope.
You didn't even cry when you got shots and stuff. This fuck was bad.
I'm about to get a fan for up here. Jesus. I'm walking around the house waiting on Milo. Still eating.
The fan up in the room with him there?
Yeah, I mean, in our room, we got an air purifier in our room. So, and it's on his side, so he ain't gonna get nothing but clean air. The purifier takes all the dust particles and everything out of the air. And then, but we need it's hot though, so we just need like a little fan just to keep it just a little cool. Cause he like it warm anyway. He don't like being cold. So,
you don't want him to burn up.
Yeah, but we don't want him to burn up either. It's hot up here, so I'm gonna get him a fan. I'm gonna get a metal fan. I'm gonna get one of those metal fans, and
you get the ones that sit on the ground.
Yeah, the one that sit on the ground and point it to the ceiling, and then it'll keep it cool in here. Cause it's nice downstairs. I don't gotta worry about that downstairs. It's when he down there, but we got a bassinet down there too. So.
Yeah, Kim said, you tell. Wait a minute. What's hell? Something hell.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Yep, sure did.
Did you put
and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Not yet, but it will be good. Don't put it up to see how it looks.
It's easy. It's easy to put up. It's just one whole piece, and you just push it down. And yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
Right to the air is Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jackson now. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jackson connects with Kittle underneath. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Able to find Gray here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Burrow changing things up here. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
12. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gotta go. 11. Makes it 3rd and 4. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Man open is Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 21.
11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
11 mighty. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. George Kittle, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Pushes him over. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Robinson with another carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5.
Gun, gun.
Robinson up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's get set.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
12, 12, 12. That.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Douglas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
12, 12, 12. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Here's Jackson. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, and he finds Gray. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gun.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Mighty. 11 Thomas. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No, we changed it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Bulldozes past him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown, Chargers. Danny Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 MT, tape. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
On the give, here's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jackson. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Boswell good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
12, 12,
And Burrow going to change the play.
11, 11. Let's get set.
Throwing, Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10 now.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. To throw, Burrow.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.